Tonight, we're hearing from the first responders to the scene of the downtown shooting. The grief counselors called in to help families, friends, and witnesses process what they had just seen. News Channel 8's Jack Penning sat down with two of those counselors tonight, and he's here now with their story. Jack?
Joe, the counselors volunteer with the Trauma Intervention Program. It's called TIP for short. TIP's 160 volunteers responded to more than 2,000 events last year, but no one could have imagined the scene they'd be responding to as shots rang out downtown.
This is something that didn't just affect a group of people, it affected our city. You know, we're all asking why, and we're all hurting.
Police called in June Vining last Saturday, just minutes after a gunman opened fire outside the Zone nightclub downtown. 9 shots, 7 hurting, 2 more dead. It was June's job and the job of her volunteers to reach out to family, friends, and witnesses.
As human beings, we don't want to be left alone. I challenge you to be brave enough to walk into somebody's life at the worst day of their life and just be there.
June's group, the Trauma Intervention Program, responds to more than 150 deaths each month in the Portland metro area.
They're trying to make sense out of nonsense.
And mostly, they're there to listen.
For me, it's a way to give back.
Volunteer Shannon Miller spent part of the week working with the teens whose friends were injured and killed.
Some people just have nobody in these instances, and it's really nice for us to be able to come in and just stand right next to them and put our hand on their shoulder.
They're all trying to process why here, why me, what, and our human brain is so complex. We want to connect it to something. We want it to have a reason. We want to know why. We don't try to answer those for people because we can't. We can't stop the bad thing from happening, but we can come alongside and say, I understand.
And as police and firefighters will tell you, that open ear makes all the difference in processing tragedy.
Now, TIP runs on just $200,000 a year, with all its funding coming from donations. It has just 2 full-time staff members. It's constantly adding new volunteers, Laurel.
They offer an invaluable service. Thank you, Jack.